Hi, Cory. Welcome back.
Right.
Glad I didn't scare you off the first time. You come back for your training session, so you must be very keen and eager. That's awesome.
Yep.
Very pleased to have you here today. So I do need to reiterate about the assessment process that we touched on briefly during our consultation meeting.
Yep.
So I talked to you about some summative and formative assessments that
Yeah.
we need to do, little quizzes, role plays, and there's be some tasks and things for you to do throughout this session. So please keep that in mind, that it's an ongoing assessment, and if there's any issues with that, you can come back to us in line with the policies that we have here at our RTO.
Cool.
So we are being videoed again, just to let you know. Excellent. So just to make you aware, the skills that you're going to use or that we're going to go through during these sessions are skills that you are going to use in your job at DMS. So some people have already had some experience with computers. So can you talk to me about any experience that you've had with computers in the past?
I used computers when I was at school, and I probably haven't really needed to work with computers for the last few years, but I have in the past.
Okay.
So I'm normally doing some like online banking and stuff like that as well. So
Okay.
with not really to work with.
Right. So what I'm hearing is that you've had experience in the
Yeah.
past, but that you really need a refresher and bring you up to date with current skills. Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Excellent. So I suppose I need to point out to you emergency exits and bathroom out through this door, refreshments down the back, and just to reiterate about our work health and safety requirements. So COVID supplies on the table, and please be aware of slips, trips, and falls. Your ergonomics, so making sure you're nice and straight in your chair there, and that our leads are all okay. They're all sitting on the table. There's none of them on the ground here.
Yep.
And we've got our we've got good thing because we're only going to be here for 30 minutes, and then we take a break in between our sessions.
Okay.
So, and I will make sure that before we've finished up that you sign your delivery and assessment plan. So we'll do that offline. I'll send you an email to get you to sign off on that.
Yeah. Well,
excellent. So ergonomics first. So I will again send this to you in an attachment at a session. So you can see here we need to maintain good posture. We should be looking down at the screen, not bending our neck down towards it. We need to adjust our seats so that our feet are nice and flat on the ground, or we use a support there. Regular breaks, regular making sure that we get up from our desk, go for a coffee, go for a chat with our friends at the water cooler, and then making sure that our mouse and keyboard are nice and close to us, so we're not stretching too far over to use our to use the things that we use the most, and then making sure that our space is nice and clear and we have whatever we need right next to us. So our learning outcomes for this session, you're going to get familiar with your computer. And so we're going to be creating and naming folders using normally acquired naming conventions. You're going to be renaming and moving folders and subfolders. We're going to be locating and opening documents and applications, and the function of computers and key components will be one of the first things that we'll cover off on, because you'll need to know what it is that you're using.
Okay.
So the structure of the session that we have today is that we're going to discuss the importance and the benefits of having basic computer skills. We'll identify the important components of the computer, a demo on how to perform your basic computer tasks, we'll do some hands-on activities, and then we'll have a little knowledge quiz and a feedback request at the end.
Nice.
So what do you think are the benefits of having basic computer skills then, Cory?
Well, it will allow me to do my new job. It would be helpful in my day-to-day life, I guess, being able to use different types of software, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Excellent. So you've touched on some of the main things, and we've mentioned about keeping up with changing technology. You've used the computers in the past, but now they've probably changed so much. We're going to increase your productivity for your job, minimize the use of paper-based products, which is a big thing for me. I like to be environmentally conscious. It reduces the need for physical storage space, which is great. We don't have to have big clunky filing cabinets anymore. And restoring personal information like photos and files, and online banking and shopping. So,
Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot about shopping.
and then keeping your receipts electronically for dreaded tax time. Always helpful. And most important, you're able to find your files again.
Yes.
Very, very helpful. And on to next. So where can you use your basic computer skills? So you've already mentioned your day-to-day computer skills in almost every workplace, and you'll be using them in yours. And with constantly changing technology, it'll be able to assist you with banking, online options, shopping. So it's a win-win situation with these skills. So the key components of the computer system. So the parts that we're looking at are the CPU, the central processing unit, the keyboard, the mouse, and the monitor. So our CPU is the brains of the computer. So it's a little bit the back of my laptop, the front of yours. So it holds all the processing data and does all the work and calculations. Our keyboard allows us to put in alpha data, so that's letters, and numeric data, so that's the numbers. So it allows for the data to be input into that CPU. The computer mouse allows you to navigate and interact with the computer. So it allows you to locate and open files and applications, and also to select and change your different computer settings. So yeah, left mouse click, right mouse click.
Cool.
So LMS or MS, that might be one of the things that you might hear in your job as a shorthand for left mouse click or right mouse click.
Okay.
And the other one that you might hear a lot of is LHS, so left hand side of your screen, and also RHS, right hand side.
Okay.
The monitor allows you to see the data within the computer. So you can see the data and files, the images, text, and you can visually interact with the computer data. So creating folders and subfolders. So the file management in your computer is an important skill to have because it helps keep your computer tidy. You're able to find your files again, and you can have your files in different groups for different purposes. So it might be tax receipts 2024 and then tax receipts 2025. That might be. Okay. So creating folders is very easy to do. So you just need to open your File Explorer, which you will access using your taskbar.
Do you want me to do this now?
No, I'll show you this and then you can have a go at it yourself. So in your File Explorer, you're going to right click your mouse in a location where you want to make a folder. And then from that menu, you can select the word new and then choose the word folder. And then the folder will appear as a new folder, and then it'll have it highlighted, and you can change the name of it into whatever you'd like to call it. So would you like to have a go at that now? So if you click onto your little File Explorer icon at the bottom of your computer.
Yep.
And then just right click anywhere in there, because you're also able to move it. We can move it then later on.
If I just open on my desktop?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so it's come up below, so I need to input a new name?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you need to do anything now? Or
you can turn that into photos. Holiday pics, whatever you like to call it.
Yep. And then just enter.
Yes. Excellent work.
Good.
That was all right.
Yeah. It was easy.
So subfolders, exactly the same concept. So if you go back into your holiday pics file, so click on that, left click.
Good. It's an empty folder.
Inside the empty folder, you're going to right click on the blank area inside the folder. You're going to click on new to go through exactly the same steps.
Okay, so like pics from
2024? Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. And now you got your subfolder.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. So let's click back onto Teams so you can see the presentation.
Gotcha.
So when you are renaming and moving your folder, so you've opened that up on your desktop. So let's see how we move it. So to rename it, you are going to left click mouse onto the folder that you want to rename.
Yep.
It'll highlight, and then you can cover over that folder name and change it to the new name that you want to call it.
Okay.
You want to have a go at that?
Yeah. So if I click on the folder, yes, change.
So left click, and it should be highlighted.
Yeah.
And then use the rename option.
Into 25. And then enter. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. And then if you want to click, so when we want to move our folder, we need to right click on the folder. You can choose copy or cut, and then you can paste it into a new location.
Okay.
So click on your file.
Yeah.
And then you can, depending on whether you want to move it permanently or whether you want to move it temporarily. So if you just want to copy it, you can just copy it.
Oh.
So you can go and choose another folder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So click onto your, say, your teams folder there. Building team folder. Sorry, DMS team.
Okay. Yeah.
Folder, and open that, and then right click and press paste. Awesome.
Cool.
Good work. That's how you move a folder.
All right. Cool.
The next thing we need to do is if you want to pop back into Teams, and you can see presentation.
Yep.
So you now need to launch an application. So launch is just a fancy word for open. So you're just going to launch the Microsoft Word application. Before you do that though, you will see in the chat of this meeting. So if you click on the chat feature up on your taskbar, yes. So in there you can see a file. So if you go down to the file picture and where it has the ellipses. So over on the other side, so the ellipses, the three little dots.
Okay.
So click on the ellipses and then download that. That will now be in your downloads folder.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is get you to click on the start button, and then you're going to scroll through the apps until you find the Word icon. So click on the window.
Click on the
Windows logo. Yeah, exactly. And then you can search for it. And it'll come up almost automatically. Yep. And that now you have launched. Excellent. And now if you want to go to open, and we've just downloaded that file. So if you go into browse and go into your downloads folder, you can now open the importance of effective communication.
Awesome. Good.
Excellent. So we've done two things at the one time. So that's how to open, and we can also do a search option. So if you want to search for something, you can go into your files.
Yeah. Here.
Yes, and you can press open. And then you can search in your document in the search bar here.
Search for
whatever it is that you might be looking for.
Importance of effective communication.
And that'll open that, yes. Beautiful. The other option is that you can use the search bar here up at the top of Word as well.
Okay, cool.
If you'd like to pop back onto
Teams.
your Teams. So now we're just going to consolidate our knowledge together. So I've got a little QR code there for you. So if you'd like to take a picture of that, you should be able to go in and complete our short little course.
Fun.
On your phone. It just sort of means that you don't have to be barraged by questions from me. You can go through this in your own time then. So option one that we have here is what would be, so you can see it on your screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Are you?
Yeah, I have to walk through.
Yeah, you're okay to do it in person?
Yeah,
That's all right. I just thought I'd give you that QR code option. So which ones do you think are the ergonomic considerations when we're looking at how we set up our workspaces?
I like to start with good coffee.
We all like to start with good coffee. Do you think that's an ergonomic consideration?
Don't think so, but it should be.
It almost should be, yes, absolutely. So what other one would not be an ergonomic consideration?
I'm guessing the dietary options.
Correct. Oh, sorry, I've just so I think because I'm in presenter mode, I'm actually not able
To share the next screen.
to share that. So I will just go into my form. Bear with me just a second. There you go, actually. You can just complete it on my computer. So
Okay.
so
Take the
tick the
considerations. Minimize. Oops.
yeah. Awesome. And then the next one, name the 4 parts of a computer.
We got a mouse, yes. Leads, no, not really. The CPU is mentioned, a monitor, and mouse pad wasn't, so it was keypad.
Excellent. Where can computer skills be used?
They can be used at home or in the office.
Awesome. And what does CPU stand for? So is it computer processing unit, central processing unit, central?
Control processing. I thought it was central processing.
It is central processing unit.
Okay.
And that's it.
Excellent.
All right. There we go. That was a bit of a technological fail. Unfortunately, you didn't have the forms access on your phone. But we're not doing another one of those, so that's okay.
No, good. I managed to do the test, so that's good.
Yes, exactly. Yes, we can include that in anyway. So conclusion and recap then. So when we're looking at our basic computer skills, so why are they important, Cory?
So that we can use them in our day-to-day life at work. We can be more effective in our jobs. We can speed up the processes of what we're doing. Yeah, that pretty much it.
Yeah, excellent. Can you remind me where computer skills can be used?
At the office and at home. Like if you're doing shopping online or banking or
Anywhere, basically.
anywhere, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So we have covered off on the importance of the computer skills.
Yeah.
Where we use them. We talked about the key components of the computer. Can you remember what they were again off the top of your head?
Monitor, mouse, CPU, and keyboard.
Correct. Smashing it out of the park, mate. Creating folders and subfolders.
It's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Those instructions were okay to follow.
Yeah, easy.
And then we looked at how to rename folders.
We did. We double click on the name, or we can right click and it'll give you an option.
Correct. And some of these things will be contingent on what age the application is that the client is actually using. So if they're on Microsoft, on an earlier Microsoft, they mightn't have the little icon options that you had on your pop-up when you left it. And it might literally be copy paste, there'll just be a long list of words in there. So you need to be aware of, depending on the type of unit that you're using, there might be different looks and feels attached to it. So for example, where your Microsoft logo is located on your computer. Some people will have that over on the right-hand side.
Yeah, okay, so like a difference between Windows 10, Windows 11 kind of
Exactly.
thing? Okay,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, we covered off on how to rename folders. We looked at launching applications on a computer. Are you familiar with any other applications other than Word?
I've just seen Word there. I know of other. When I was at school, I used spreadsheets, and I think we used to do PowerPoint presentation things. So yeah, probably a little bit aware of them. Haven't used them in many years though.
Yeah. Awesome. So we looked at opening files within an application as well. So we've looked at what was it, the importance of effective communications.
Yes, good on that.
So we'll be doing a little bit more work with that on the next session. So thank you for your attendance and participation. You have been great to look after today. I hope you found that session useful.
Yeah.
I'd really like to get some feedback from you with regards to how you felt about that.
Yeah, no worries.
And yeah, I will use that feedback for my assessments. So
Yeah, that's fine.
as a trainer, I have to make sure that I'm constantly trying to deliver a better program, deliver better training sessions. So I need you to be really honest with me about anything that you found didn't work so well there, or that I didn't explain well enough, because I can use that then for other learners as well. So one of the things that we sometimes talk about is the positive, the minus, and then the interesting. So was there something good? Was there something that really needs to be improved? And then was there something actually interesting or new for it as well?
Okay, yeah.
And you
Check
can
the feedback, yeah.
you can we're just going to have a chat about this. I'm not going to send you a feedback form. I'd rather just do this face to face with you and build up some rapport. So I suppose you can include if you thought that I spoke too quickly, or I was going through the activities too quickly.
No, that was all good. It was just a lot of information, in one fell swoop. But yeah, no, I think I've managed to take the key information out of there. I know how to open or start a new folder and change its name and then move it. So that's pretty much what we discussed. I can open Word.
Okay, so
yes, and the spreadsheet, Excel, and PowerPoint will be pretty similar. So
pretty similar concept, yeah, as to how you open and find files within them. Yes, and in the next session we'll be talking about why you would use those different applications as well. So I suppose I need to find out from you. Did you find the resources useful?
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Okay.
This PowerPoint has been very helpful.
Okay, excellent. And okay with accessing the things on Teams as well?
Yeah, that was all good. Yeah, and I managed to download a file and open it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, excellent. So anything that you didn't enjoy with that session?
No, it was fine. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
No complaints.
Any other comments that you would like to add?
No, it was good.
Good, awesome. So one of the things that I did reflect on after we had our consultation meeting was around the option of giving you access to a group chat online, where you can go in and ask questions in an online forum. So some people don't want to access things like that. So what I've decided to do is I'll set up a private meeting chat between the two of us.
Okay.
And that means then that if you have questions that you don't feel comfortable with asking in the group or the online chat forum, or that you can't find answers to, you can just use that online chat option with us. But just taking into consideration, I have lots of other things going on during the day as well, so you mightn't always get an instantaneous response from me.
No worries.
Okay.
That's good to know.
And I will I'll pop that amendment into our
Yep.
training plan as well. Okay, and update that version. Okay, excellent. And I suppose for me as a trainer, I know for the next time to make sure that if I include a QR code in a form, to make sure that people actually have Microsoft on their phone.
Yes.
Because you weren't able to access it. So
No, but
yes.
it worked on your computer. So
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's all good. Okay, all right. Lovely. Thanks for your time, Cory. We'll take a break and then we'll come back in 15 minutes.
Excellent. I'll see you then.
Thanks.